Welcome to another edition of Comms Partner Tech Talk. Today we're going to be discussing the Logitech Tap, which is their touch panel for control of their video conferencing hardware. If we just take a look at the unit physically, you'll notice that there's a 10-inch touch panel display. It's angled at about 14 degrees, as you can see, which is quite great for if you're positioning it on a table. It's tilted towards the user. If you mount it on a wall, which is normally done in that position, fat piece below, once again, touchscreen is facing towards the user. What else can we say about the unit? It's got a Kensington Lock over here, so you can secure it for those sticky fingers. There is a motion sensor, which is positioned at this portion over here, which wakes the screen when the user approaches the actual touch panel. It's quite lightweight. It's not particularly heavy, which is great as well, especially when we mount it on a, it's got a riser mount, which allows you to actually swivel the touch panel 180 degrees, so that anybody positioned in that portion of the touch panel will be able to easily move it. Unfortunately, we don't have one of those with us today. One last thing I'd like to point out is also a headphone jack, if you'd want to use that. Not sure why personally, but it is available for those who want to do that. If we turn the unit upside down, we will see that there's these little screw devices, and that allows us to actually open this underside up. Just give me a sec. There we go. And this is one of my favorite things about Logitech, is their actual cable management. I think they've done it pretty well, but I'll go into detail around that now. Over here you'll see there is a power port. There's also a USB-C, which goes to your actual NUC or PC. Then we have HDMI in for content sharing, and we also have USB-A to other accessories that they have available to us. If we look closer, you'll also notice the cable securing features. You run your actual cabling within these little furrows that they've generated over here, and these little loops, you kind of loop your cable around there again, and just takes a strain off the actual connections once it's plugged in here. Again, one of the features I really like about Logitech, they've given a lot of thought towards cable management. It just makes jobs, like our job as installers, so much easier when they've put these little things in place for us. And then we just close it up again, and off you go. You'll actually also notice there's Visa mounts, and these Visa mounts is for that tap table riser mount that I was talking about earlier. There's also a wall plate for securing it when you're actually installing it against the wall like this. And I'm going to show you those units in a minute so you can see how we secure this unit to a table or wall. Okay, let's have a quick look at the table tap mount that I was referring to earlier. Okay, as you can see, there's actually a hole through the middle. That's where your cable actually comes through on the unit. So once it's mounted on those Visa mounts, as we've shown below, we'll obviously just position it like so. This will be mounted, screwed into your table surface, so this is actually flat. And then you can see that the unit actually turns around. If you look a little closer, you can see how it swivels 180 degrees for the user to actually be able to turn that touch panel. And again, just very neat. It's nice. It feels like sturdy hardware. It's not too flimsy or anything like that. So good investment, I think. A nice, neat solution to installing this touch panel onto your table. Then we also have the wall mount, which I need to cut open. Let's see what we've got going here. Okay, so essentially this is for mounting the tap against the drywall. Once again, we're going to position it in this position. If we look at the back, we've got the Visa mounts. And what we do is this thin piece over here, this we position against the top like so, like that. And then this piece over here will be positioned against the drywall. Obviously your cabling is going to be coming through here. So that's against the drywall like so. And we have this positioned against the touch panel. Slot it in like that. And you'll see there's actually like a little metal clip piece over there that comes into the section over here. So it fits nice and snug like that and clips in. Okay. Then, once that is positioned against the wall and you've got your tap obviously now neatly installed in this position, we have a magnetic, let's say button, for want of a better word, with sticky business at the back. You can stick that against the wall and your cable will actually loop, your HDMI cable that is, will actually loop out and adhere to this and hold it neatly in position for you again against the wall. And that HDMI cable again is for content sharing. And that is essentially the Logitech Tap. If you guys would like to see any more information about the Tap, please don't forget to leave any comments for us down below. Coming up, we're going to be looking at the Logitech Rally Bar, which is their all-in-one video conference bar, and we'll be discussing that. But if you have any tips or any things that you'd like to see and have us talk about or unbox, please do let us know. Thanks for joining us.